Sorry about that, guys. I got this new camera and it shuts off after, I think it was like 30 or 40 minutes. So I'll have to upload this again in 2 parts, and I am so sorry. I'm going to have to get one of my kids to look at the settings because I've already been through it with a fine-tooth comb and can't figure it out. If you guys know how to fix that, please let me know. Okay, so we are on pile number 2. We've got the 2 of Cups, which is a grand union. And we've got this Ace of Pentacles, which I do believe is a gift from the divine. Okay, and the 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands. And now I was talking about the 7 of Swords. In the last reading, which was pile number 1, I don't know if you watched that one or not. It's funny because I'm hearing Spirit say, there was somebody that chose pile number 1 and thought, that ain't my reading, and moved on to pile number 2. And guess what? I think the same message or same type of message is coming through. Because we got this 7 of Swords, and this guy is not unhappy. He's not being, I don't even think he's being sneaky. He's happily moving on. He's leaving 2 swords behind. He's like, these things, these lessons, that's what I'm hearing. These swords are representing lessons. These lessons, they're valuable. And he's taking them with him. But these 2 back here no longer serve him. He's leaving those in the dirt. And he's got a big old smile on his face. Alright. So we've got 7 of Swords clarifying the Ace. Oh, and I have to tell you, I know you won't be able to see it, but there's an amulet around his neck that is that Ace of Pentacles. It looks just like this Ace of Pentacles, only it's around his neck. Right over his heart, as a matter of fact. Right over his heart. And I know that Pentacles usually represents money. Could be a job. But I'm not feeling that. I'm feeling like this is a divinely guided soulmate. I'm hearing that this guy in the 7 of Swords has never felt so secure and stable in their life as they had or do when they're around you. And they're ready to put down all these burdens. For some of you, money's a burden. It's a burden. I don't know why. But I'm hearing... you know, this person wants to bring you their cup. But maybe they don't have a lot of money. And they're afraid that you're going to... they're worried you're not going to accept them because they don't have that big fat Ace of Pentacles. But the universe is saying, don't worry about it. Because we got you covered. All you need is the one. The 1 pentacle will be fine, because when you get together, you're gonna become unburdened, and you've got all these lessons that you've learned. And you're gonna find your new prosperity. I keep seeing the Celtic knot too. I don't know what that means, but I almost feel like the 2 of you have been tied together by the divine. Like this is just, you're tied together. The love knot. Like no matter how far away you try to run, and somebody has tried to run, but no matter how far away they tried to run, you were tied together, and now they know it. And they're coming back. And they might only have that 1 coin. They got a lot of lessons they've learned. But they're bringing you the coin. And Spirit says, I'll double down on that. You bring your coin. Yeah, the one right over your heart, you bring it. And I'll match it. That's what I'm hearing, guys. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, so what's your advice from Spirit? Let's just take a look now, shall we? Breathe. Breathe. This is a number 11, guys. Okay, 11 for me is, it's a master number. So Spirit's saying, you know, maybe it's just time to take a breath. Because you're feeling burdened. And you've had a lot of lessons you've learned, and probably just recently. So it's time to take a breath. Just take a breath and listen. Listen. We have do what you love. Okay, I feel like whoever chose this pile has been choosing for others, doing for others, not doing for themselves, you know. It's like they put themselves in the back seat. Let other people get their way. They're very loving and giving and compassionate. And Spirit's telling you it's time that you recognize your worth, that you recognize what your value is, because what you love matters. What you love matters. I'm going to leave it with that, because I have a feeling that's going to go different ways for different people, but you already know. Spirit's saying they already know exactly what you're talking about, Tracy. It's time that you do what you love. With who you love. All right. Then we have retreat. Retreat. And look at it. Looks like a wedding. But I don't know. See, this card to me, I read it different every time. I swear the energy changes with every movement. All right. Retreat. This to me could be a honeymoon. Okay, they're married, they're walking off into the distance. This guy's got gray hair, she looks younger. But sometimes I look at this and I feel like this is father and daughter. Father and daughter. And they're walking away like perhaps. I think this is only probably for one or maybe two of you. But I feel like somebody was committed to get married, and possibly the day of the wedding, they say, Daddy, I can't do this. Daddy, I can't do this. I'm not sure he's the one. I've learned my lessons and I'm moving. I gotta move. You know, perhaps you were in love with a man that didn't have a lot of money, but you came from money. And Daddy, you know, paying for this big beautiful wedding, and you're saying, you know what, I can't do this. I can't marry a rich man just because you want me to. I can't marry somebody in our status. I'm in love with somebody. I'm in love with somebody that doesn't have a lot of money, and it doesn't matter. It's not going to burden me anymore. And I really feel like somebody out there needed to hear that. I don't think that's a message for very many of you, possibly even just one. Okay. For the others of you, it's just time for you to disconnect from the world. You know, because we have do what you love and breathe. Breathe, okay? That's like meditating. Retreat, go on vacation, take a little break, take a little time out. Time to disconnect from the world, whether it's with your person or in order to think about what you need to do next with this person. For some of you, it could be a marriage. I mean, this Two of Cups looks like a union. I don't know, man, I'm getting a strong vibe here for somebody. You really need to hear that it doesn't matter what your family wants. You don't have to marry somebody that is in your circle. Like if you're in love with somebody from the other side of the tracks, you don't look at, because I'm just seeing this as rich and poor. This guy's got a pentacle, but it's small, and it's around his neck and over his heart. And it might not be a lot to give, but boy, would he give it gladly. And this one is almost like, oh, you know, you've got to marry within your circle, you know. Or you could choose the money, or you can choose the love. All right, like I said, that's not for everybody. If it resonates with you, take it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But for others of you, it's time for you to think about what you love. Okay? Because obviously, Spirit's saying what you love is more important than what other people tell you you ought to love. Then we have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with one another. All right, for most of you, this is, needing to have that talk about these burdens. Whatever this burden represents for you, you know what it is. You need to have a long sit down, talk it out, maybe go on vacation together, retreat from the world. Because you do have the breathe, maybe the two of you just need a breather together to talk things out, have a heart-to-heart. But if you're following the storyline of marrying outside of your status, or marrying, being expected to marry somebody because of their status or because of their money, then this is heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. This is you having the talk with the family or whoever the person is that's, pushing you toward this union with somebody other than your true love. Okay, and then your last card is Full Moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Yeah. That's apparent with the Seven of Swords. This could be getting money too. This could be marrying into money. There's so many ways this could go, but I think you guys know. All right, because you've got Full Moon in Capricorn. Capricorn is Earth. And this is Earth. This is Earth. End of a tough cycle approaches. So yeah, this is going to be resolved. I feel like this is definitely coming to a resolution. And the resolution is going to be an end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. I feel like some of you are walking away from a arranged marriage or an expected marriage, or could be a job, but I read for love, so however it resonates with you. There's the end of an old and the beginning of a new in a full moon. And we're in the full moon in Gemini right now. So what are you holding on to that you need to let go of? There's burden. Yeah, that's what I see. There's something that needs to be let go, guys. Just let it go. And when you do, new opportunities will come in. But this is going to take you a little bit of discernment. Okay, you're going to have to think about this. You're going to have to retreat, breathe, choose love, have that tough conversation about these burdens. About money, maybe even. But you can't end a cycle without starting a new one. So that has been your message. And once again, I truly apologize for the split video. I don't know. I've downloaded a program or an app to help splice them together. But I'm not very tech savvy. If any of you out there are really good at computers and you know how to do this shit, I'm on a smartphone, put it in the comments or email me, okay? Because I would really like to be more professional and come across more professional with my readings. But you got to kind of to do the whole tech thingy, right? All right, one last message. Oh, yeah. You have more options than you realize. See, I told you there's a choice in there. There's a choice, and you're going to have to take a little breather, retreat from the world to realize what you want. Do you want the money? Do you want the job? Which person is most stable for you? All right. I hope that resonates, guys, and I'm going to move on now, and we will go to pile number 3. If you like the video, please hit the like, share, subscribe, wiggly bell. If this went fluidly as one full video and you're a little confused by my narrative, maybe I'll figure out that app I downloaded, okay? So we're going to move on now at 15:30 to pile number 3. Pile number 3. By the way, pile number 2, if you're still listening and haven't clicked off, if you need more clarity on this situation, let me know, because I'm running a May-June special now, because I was gone most of May, so I'm continuing my special. It's $30 for 30 minutes and $1 a minute after that. That's a savings of $10 and up, because if you do 60 minutes, it's $60. I usually charge $75, so it's a good savings. All right, and maybe you could use some help with that choice that Spirit's saying, those options. All right, pile number 3. Wow. Wow. All right, well, this is pretty damn obvious. I like when the messages are clear like this. All right, so there was an ending. Boom. End. How do I know? We got the Death card clarified by the Ten of Swords. Not just an ending, but a painful ending. Okay? Swords cut. They're also clarifying, their thoughts. But you figured it out. Whoever picked this pile, you figured it out, or they did. Whoever is on your heart and mind, somebody, because we've got an owl right here on the branch above this person that has literally 10 swords sticking out of their back. Now, if that don't look like death, what does, right? I mean, he's laying there prostrate on his belly with 10 swords in his back, and it's clarifying. This is the clarifier to the Death card, okay? So what killed your person, or what killed you, was, and I'm going to have to get another clarifier, because ooh. Somebody moved on. Somebody moved on. We got the Chariot. That's a Cancer card. So if you're a Cancer and that resonates with you, or if your person's a Cancer and it resonates with you, I got Cancer and Scorpio and definitely air on the board here. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you what the cards are in case you can't see them, because my camera's clear across from the chair over there on a tripod. But we've got this Death and the 8 of Swords was your first 2 cards. Clarifying the Death card is the 10 of Swords. Clarifying the 8 of Swords is the Ace of Swords. And I always like in the 8 of Swords, there's always one sword that's right there in the front, right? That's the one you can't see because you're blindfolded. But if you could take that blindfold off and quit over-analyzing, overthinking, over-worrying about this situation, you'd get the clarity that you need. Because that Ace of Swords is right there. It's right there in front of you. You have chosen not to see it. I don't know why, but you've chosen not to see it because you're blindfolded. So Spirit's saying there's something blatantly obvious here that you're missing. All right? You need to get out of your head, out of your thoughts, take a breather, go for a walk, meditate, pray, whatever it is you need to do to get this blinder off. This girl is not stuck. Not at all. She's stuck in her head. She can't see the earth. She can't see the situation. She can't see anything because she's stuck. Blindly stuck in her head. But clarity and truth is right there in front of her and clarified by Excalibur. This is triumph. This is clarity. This is knowing. This is communicating. Okay? And then the clarifier for my clarifier to the Death card, because the Death card was the 10 of Swords, is the Chariot. So the energy I'm getting from this is there, you know, somebody was the caterpillar and went into the chrysalis and came out the butterfly. Because this shit was too damn painful. And they had to transmute this energy. They had to completely leave that in the past. And come out of it. Come away from it. Okay, this was dead. Whatever this represents for you, it's dead. Let it go. Okay? Become the butterfly. And then move toward your desires. Move toward your desires. I'm not going to throw a card on this because you already know what you desire. We don't need to know. You need to know. And your clarity is right here. You'll have your clarity as soon as you remove your blinders. As soon as you get out of your head and you ground yourself. Maybe you need to ask questions. Maybe you need the universe to just unveil this situation. Spirit says go ahead and toss one more on there. All right, for the 8 of Swords and the Ace of Swords, Spirit, please give me one clarifier. Thank you. Oh, and I get 2. Page of Wands and the Hanged Man. This has just been a long time, okay? I really feel like, and I moved these, so I'm going to put these in the order I believe they need to be. All right. Somebody has been waiting and thinking and learning and contemplating, and they've been all up in their head, okay? With this 8 of Swords, you or they have just been analyzing and overanalyzing. And you even looked at it from different perspectives. You're like, you know, I got to look at everything. This is an important decision, all right? So I had to think about it for a while. And this could be a Pisces, okay? But it doesn't have to be. Air sign. We've got air, fire, and water. It's all going to be fine, guys. Look at that. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. Now, for some of you, this Page of Wands is an asshole, okay? He's been in and out of your life many, many times. You know, it's a player energy. But I'm not feeling that. I mean, it's the Page, okay? The Knight is usually the player, but I do feel like somebody feels that way. But this is a new offer. This is a Page. Pages are messengers. Somebody's going to bring you your truth and your clarity, and it might come at you really, really fast with this Chariot energy. Excuse me. Wow, and I just noticed in the back of this Chariot card is the new moon. And we are now in the new moon. So this, I feel like this is coming. This has been a long time coming is what I'm hearing. Spirit saying this has been a long time coming. And, you know, I don't normally grab another card, but I saw this, and because I saw it, I have to talk about it. I'm not even going to look at these others. Well, maybe I will. Because we got the Lover's card, too. All right, so this is what I feel like. You know, whoever the person is, that's the Wands, okay? He's coming toward this Queen of Swords. Which could be you. I'm hearing for some of you it's you, and for others it's, you know, vice versa. But it's definitely a divine couple, okay, that are all up in their thoughts, up in their problems. It's like there's this energy of pain and loss and regret in the past, whether it's with your person or them with someone else or you with someone else. But I just really feel like what's happening here is somebody's changed their mind. They've gone through the chrysalis and they have come out transformed. They recognize the Ten of Swords for what it is. That Alice says they are wiser for having gone through this process. The Hangman says, you know, not only was I caught in my thoughts, but when I calmed myself down and looked at it from a different perspective, I was enlightened, and now I've got my clarity. And whether you're the Queen or the Page, somebody's bringing the offer and somebody's saying it better be a damn good one. Because I love you. And I think I've known that from the first time we met. All right, let's see what Spirit has to say. Ooh, choose friends wisely. Choose friends wisely. So if this is about a friend and not a, because friend is a relationship, I'm just looking at your messages here. Yeah. Time to breathe. All right, I feel like somebody's divorcing. Don't ask me why. I know the cards, okay? Everybody likes to watch the cards, but I'm a medium. And we have here, choose friends wisely, fork in the road, time to breathe out, disseminating moon, wedding. This situation involves marriage and getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So this is the message I'm getting from this, okay? Somebody has had a change of heart, a change of mind. There was an ending in the past, whether it's you or your person with some other person, or you with some other person. There was a death here. There was an ending. Somebody went in, turned to goo, came out. You know, it's like during the time in the chrysalis, the death card, there was a lot of stress and anxiety and unknowing, okay? They had to die and resurrect to get their knowledge, to get their ace, their truth, all right? And their enlightenment. This is like divine enlightenment. This is coming out knowing something you didn't know going in, all right? Truth and clarity. And now that brings a new offer of love and passion. Somebody's not sure if it will be received or if they'll receive it, but it is a friendship or a relationship or a lover or true love, a partner. Okay, they had to die. They had to figuratively die. But now this shit's gonna start moving fast. It says choose friends wisely. So I think maybe some of you need to be careful who you talk to about this, because we give our power to other people, especially when you go to a friend and say, hey, I've got this problem with this person I think I'm in love with, but it's not the person I'm supposed to be with, or the person I've already been with, or whatever. And I need to make a choice. And your friends will say, well, you know, I don't like that guy because he did this, or I don't like that girl because she stands for that, or whatever. And then we give our power away to somebody else. All right? Or perhaps somebody cheated, okay? Maybe one of your friends slept with your man or slept with your woman. You'll know. Okay, these messages are for you. You will know what this means. Okay, then we have fork in the road. Okay, past, present, or now, it says. It's a number 13, which is a 4, which is stability, security. All right, take time to breathe out, disseminating moon. This is really, okay, seriously. This is where you're heading. It's time to breathe out. You've already gone into the chrysalis. You've already had, or they have, their epiphany. And I think maybe they were married, or you were married, or there was a marriage involved. Okay? Then we have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And you know, I don't remember if I gave one of these cards to number 1. But nothing happens by accident, so perhaps they didn't need one. Let's take a look. Oh, you guys got 2. So you got 3. What you give will come back. Karma's on your side. You will be surprised. Yep. This is divinely guided. Karma's on your side, okay? If somebody slept with your person, or cheated, or chased after, or whatever, your person, just know that whatever, you know, what goes around comes around. That's what I'm hearing with these 2 cards. What you gave, or what you give, will come back. Karma is on your side. So if you gave love, love is coming back. If you gave deception, deception's coming back, you know, and there's so many other adjectives you could put in there. But this is definitely what goes around, comes around. Karma. And you will be surprised. Okay, that's that ace, guys, that clarity, that truth. So this has been your Pick a Pile reading, and I want to thank you for being here. If it resonated with you, please remember to hit the like button. That is so important to get the videos out to other people. YouTube looks at statistics. They don't watch your videos. They have no idea what your messages are. They don't know if you're good or bad or in between. All they have is data to go by, and if the data says people liked it, then they're going to put it in their algorithm and put it out there, because if people liked it, they benefit from that. Okay, so if you liked it, please just take a moment out of your time. I gave you these readings out of the love and joy of my heart. I didn't charge you anything for it. And if you hit that like button, that is so much good karma. What comes around goes around, okay? And if you would like to make a good karma donation, that link is below also, but I certainly do not expect it. It's always a gift, and I accept it as just that, okay? So I love you, love you, love you. If you would like to go deeper into this and you would like your own personal reading, please reach out. That link is below too. I love you and have a beautiful week, and I will be back next week, hopefully full strength. All right? Love and light, guys. Bye-bye. She says as she spills her coffee in the window. Have a good evening, guys.